Hey, what's up? This is Delio coming to you with another video, and in this video, we're going to talk about chord progressions and how they work. This is episode 3, I believe, of the gratitude series, where I'm doing videos talking about um, different topics and different tips for my viewers and who've been looking at my content, subscribers. Even if you're not subscribed, welcome to ask a question. Might be a good question. I might enter it. And this is a reshoot because the last time I shot it, I actually had auto tune running. And so that would have been quite distracting from that. So if you want to ask your comments and questions, please leave them below. Definitely, this is a series I'm doing all the way through October. It's a way for me to continue to create content while working on other projects. There's a lot of projects, a lot of stuff I have to catch up on, a lot of emails coming in for different things, but I still wanted to keep putting content on YouTube because it's just that sort of thing. All right, this first question, or this question in the series, comes from Levi. Levi talks about different things dealing with chord progressions and how to put together the best chord progressions and how to learn it. So let's go to the question right here, if I can find it on my email, because I think it was a good question. And basically, what he was asking is, how do you learn how to do chord progressions? He's been struggling with that, and now he wants to build from that and move things forward with creating stuff. So the question reads this: my question is, how do I quicken my study of chords and progressions? I have charts and scales of chords with a distinct key with no lie. They don't help me to learn keys across the board. You have circle of fifths apps, and I know I'm kind of jumbling all over the place, but that's me saying that. So the thing is that learning chord progressions and things like that, I think I'll tell you a story, and hopefully this ties it all in. Okay, when I was a kid and I first started learning the piano, I was definitely playing a lot of video games. And video games at that time was a very repetitive thing. You would hear the song play over and over and over and over and over again. And you would just be passively hearing this music. And, but in essence, while you're playing this game, you're hearing this music, you're learning music. You're learning that, okay? And so what I would do, and this is before I really got down to learning chords and stuff like that. And I got the piano running right here. And I want you to listen more than that. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, please put the keys on the screen. That's not what I teach. I teach you to use your ears, you know? So, what I learned, basically, what I learned is that you can learn how to play songs and melodies by playing stuff that you know. So I'm quite sure, Low Cuts, that, there's a song that you have that you know front and back that you really like, one of your favorite songs, probably a song that you're probably tired of now, or maybe not tired of, but you know how it goes front and back. So back when I was a kid, when I was playing piano after playing Super Nintendo, I would play this song from Super Nintendo, F-Zero, called Mute City. It's the song to Mute City. So you had this, right? So how did I learn that? Well, I had to learn how to match pitches. If I did it like this, see how it doesn't sound right? Now ask yourself, why doesn't it sound right? Well, it because that doesn't sound like this. And so what I will learn is, okay, now the only way I learned that is by making mistakes. You have to get the piano out. I think you're not going to learn how chords work by just clicking a lot of stuff in. I know a lot of producers will make content or make tracks and they don't even play what they do. They just sort of what they do. They just pull up a loop, right? And then make sure you see, okay, it's in the key of C. And then they just drag that loop in and then find that loop and then change the pitch of that loop until it fits that. And that's good. That's good. That's a great tool, but it doesn't teach you how to play. You do not learn how to play. You learn how to match loops. You learn how to manipulate loops, but you don't learn how to play. And I think playing is a very important fundamental skill if you want to become a better music producer or a better musician. Even I still have to learn. And so going back to what I'm talking about, being a kid, matching pitches of sound. So if I was playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, everybody knows how Mary Had a Little Lamb goes. I don't know, maybe not these days because of everything that's going on, but right? You heard that. I played that melody. Now, how did I know that that worked? Because if I tried the other notes, you got the rhythm down, but you don't got the melody. And so that's why it's so important to learn how to play a song that you know. If you learn how to play songs that you know, you would definitely start learning how to play chords and understand how they work with each other because you know what sounds right. I think everybody knows what sounds right, but not everybody knows how to recreate that themselves. And that's why learning how to play songs you know is so important. Or learning how to play the melodies to songs that you know is so important because that's how you develop the skill. That's how you get away from the theory, from the charts, from the apps. It's when you actually put your hands on the piano and begin to play. When you actually take time to understand and match the pitch of a song. So, for instance, if you want to match a pitch of a song, we know that's if you don't know what note that is, that's fine. The only reason I know what note it is because I'm seeing it on the key. But if you listen to that, I'm hitting that note. It sounds like the same note, right? Now, wait a minute. That sounds different from this one. Now, that's a difference in pitch. It sounds like it's a higher pitch. How do we know that's a higher pitch? Because as it goes this way, we say it's higher. If we go down, we say it's lower, right? And until you take time to understand the difference between these two things, it's very hard to learn how to play or how to make it work. So the best way to accelerate your study of chord progressions is to learn songs that have chord progressions. So, for example, and this is going to sound more advanced, but one of my main songs that I still play to this day, and I'm worn it out, but it really taught me how to play some chords was the Jill Scott song, "Lies Out, He Loves Me." It does that over and over again through the whole song, and then it does have a little vamp where it changes, but it does that. Right? And that is a song that taught me how to play in E flat. I think that messed me up because that's my main key I like to play in is E flat. But it came from that song. Like before that, I wasn't playing it because I used to play that song over and over and over and over again. But that's how I learned that chord progression. So that one song, or another song is Mr. Magic. Very easy song. That's what I'm saying. Learn the songs that are relevant to you and learn how to play those. Even if only you can play as a melody. And that will accelerate your learning because now you know it sounds right and you're not stuck to the theory and all of that. So I hope that helps. It's complicated, and I hope that I kind of put it in terms that's easier to digest and understand. Just keep working with it. Don't give up. Be patient with yourself in your process, and you will start to learn chord progressions. But you got to stick with that. All right. So that's my end of the gratitude series. Stay tuned because I'm going to be answering more questions. Make sure that you post your questions below. I'm out. See you on the next series. All right.